The US government is criminal, and I will tell you exactly why today. They have been proven guilty in this case right here using their own numbers. This is talking about the US border with Mexico, talking about how they just allow illegal immigrants to come in and ones that have committed crimes have been released. I'm going to go into that right now. This is not one, this is not two or three or five or 10. We are talking about thousands. Let me get into this right now. Feds released hundreds of immigrant murderers, drunk drivers, and sex crime convicts. Now, what does that tell you about the security that they are supposedly implementing? How they continue to increase homeland security, but at the same time allowing illegal immigrants who have causing crimes to be released back into the environment. Immigration officials knowingly released dozens of murderers and thousands of drunken drivers back into the U.S. in 2013, and this is the own Obama administration statistics being used. This is not just a guess. This is not just one source. This is using their own numbers. Take a look at this. I'll put this in the description as always. Look how many thousands upon thousands of crimes have been committed here, and they just release them back into the U.S. when they should be deported. That's what their security is supposed to be for. And these are not mild crimes. These are, in often cases, as you can see here, homicide, sexual assault, domestic violence, weapons offenses, all sorts of things like this. And they're really not doing anything about it. In fact, they're actually making it worse. So let's go on. U.S. immigration officials released thousands of rapists, murderers, kidnappers, and other violent criminals in 2013. And if you want to be specific, they released 36,000 criminals. And the funny part about this is that they committed almost 88,000 crimes in 2013. How is an individual committing more than one crime? How are they being released and then brought in again? Why is it that they're allowed to commit more than one crime? They shouldn't even be committed one crime before being deported if they can get through, but yet they take them in, they take their information down, and they send them back out, and then they commit another crime. That's the way the system works. It's not there to protect the individual. They are being released intentionally, and here is 36,000 of them. And this is going back to 2012. Thousands of illegal immigrants are being freed to quote-unquote safeguard their human rights. That's what they're saying. This is a joke. This is absolute travesty, and we're being forced to be inundated with this propaganda when really we need to get to the heart of this, and that is protecting the border, which is what real security is, instead of going off into other countries, bombing them, and calling that your own security. That is not the way this works. You need to protect your own borders for real. And when you have the border, for example, between Canada and the U.S. being safeguarded by drones and by all sorts of border security, if you go through on your own, you'll see how the way they interrogate you. Yet, at the U.S.-Mexico border, things are very different. And take a look at this exclusive thing here where the border wall ends. Southeast Texas and Mexico border wide open. So if you go onto this article here, you can actually see where they went through and found wide open parts in this wall, which wouldn't really keep them back anyway to begin with. However, if you just go in, scroll down, pardon me for a second, you can see the videos like this where they go through and they show you the areas where it's just straight wide open for them to come on through and for them to be allowed into the system. They make it nice and easy for them to go, come over, and basically oftentimes, of course not always, but many times committing crimes, multiple crimes, and serious offenses, and this should not be allowed. And they are intentionally, I say that again, intentionally being let free. And this should not happen. Yet again, the U.S. government is guilty of crimes. If you like this type of information, you need to be an insider. In order to be an insider, you need to go to themoneygps.com, scroll down to the bottom and fill in your email address. That's where I get all my detailed information. I put it out through there. I can do short, concise emails and get you the deepest level information that I can do for you. I hope you enjoy it. Join the others that are on there.